Hello, everybody. This is this is Shantia here, and I am going to make a somewhat quick tutorial about how I sketch and somewhat line art my Sonic fan characters with a pencil, as you can see. Um, I apologize for any terrible video camera work. I will be drawing with one hand and recording with the other. I apologize for a bit of an accent. Um, it's better than some other times. Sometimes it's very strong, sometimes it's not. Uh, Again, I apologize for that. I won't make any subtitles for any parts that may not be able to understand. So I will be using my Sonic fan character named Luna. First, I start with the head. The head is a simple circle. I'm sorry if you can't see very well, the light is bright and I have to draw lightly because it's a sketch. Then you make a direction line. The direction line helps you so you can kind of see what direction you want your character to be looking. So I want my character to be looking off the page, like into the audience. This line is simply a guide for the muzzle. Next, I tend to draw the base first. If you look up bases on the internet, it's just simply an outline and then you add the clothing afterwards. That way, everything is proper and nothing comes out of the sleeves or pants or anything awkwardly. Too thick or too thin. So I'm sorry for the terrible pose I am about to draw, but I am terrible with unique poses on the spot like this. This is a simple tutorial not to show how good or bad my poses can be. So a simple hand on the hip. I draw my hands pretty big, although they tend to vary in sizes. It's just a drawing thing that, yeah. Sorry, I'm very awkward when talking to people, even when it's not live. So because she is a girl, Luna, don't forget to make the hips a bit bigger. If you are drawing a male, of course, then males don't really have big hips, so don't really draw them. Or draw them, but not as wide as these. So this is like the thigh. And this is why I do not draw official characters, because my style just does not work like that. Try not to make the body too big compared to the head or too small compared to the head, because then your character, yes, it is a Sonic character, but it can still look disproportionate, believe it or not. It's a habit that I still suffer from, so even a great artist like me, although I am not very great at all, sorry if I'm talking loud. I talk loud when I'm nervous. So, crap. Sorry, one foot bigger than the other. Must fix. Okay, so now you got the base. Now you add the minor details, such as the ears. Luna is a lynx with big ears, so simple triangles will work. Depending on the animal, you can make them big or small, more triangular, more round, whichever. Luna, like I said, is a lynx, so she has the little furry tufts on the tips of her ears. Now, if you make fur color different, like this part is white, this part is gray, I wouldn't suggest making like a solid outline like that to separate the two colors because that's not very natural. Try to make it more spacey and light and sketchy-ish. That way it looks a little more natural, and you can even get rid of that line when you color it. That way it looks a little less, more organic, as my art teacher used to say. And since Luna's father was a panther, she has a tail. Now, most lynxes don't really have a big long tail. Most of them are stubs, but like I said, her father was a panther, so she has a long, furry tail. Next, you want to draw the face. Start with where the nose is going to be, darken it a bit and round it. I tend to put a space here, but I only put that space here when the muzzle itself is white, like the eyes. If it is a peach, more of a peach muzzle or black or whatever you make it, try to close this part off, otherwise it looks a little odd. Next, you draw the eyes. Different people have different styles of eyes. This is how I draw mine. They're a bit big, which can be kind of troublesome when you go to the eyes, as you will see later. And you add the eyelashes. Eyelashes vary on characters, just like your eyes do. Then you draw the actual eyes. And then my character is a happy character, so nice smile. She's not too excited, but yeah. Next, the bangs. So Sonic characters don't really have a hairline per se, unlike humans. Humans, it's very important when you draw the hairline, when you draw the bangs, to follow the hairline to make sure that it doesn't look odd. For Sonic fan characters, or any Sonic character with hair, hairline doesn't really matter, per se. So erase any part. Now here's my problem. I tend to draw the hair over top of the eyes because I make my head too round. If you don't want the hair to cover the eyes, I suggest making the head a little more egg-shaped somewhat. I prefer not to do that myself, but if you would like, I'm not telling you how to draw, I'm giving little bits of advice. So her little headbands, and do not, if your character has long hair like Luna, don't draw it before you draw the clothes. That can lead to some troubles, so it's best to fill in the clothes. So also, when you do it in clothes, if your character wears layers of clothes, for example, Luna wears a jacket and then a dress, draw the jacket first. Don't draw the dress first. It'll look much better and be easier to erase the lines underneath than if you were to draw the dress first. So she has a little gem. If you make a gem, just a little light shine there. So when I draw, personally, when I think that the Sonic franchise and style is somewhat a cartoony style, not serious. So when you draw clothes, when I draw clothes anyway, I don't add a lot of detail because cartoons have next to no clothing full details because it's simple and cartoony. So I add a little bit of details. So there's her coat. Oh, forgot one sleeve. Next for the dress, like I said, little detail, if you go for a more cartoony style, like what I do, darken anything along the way, erase any unnecessary lines from the base, because you don't want those lines in there. Then the little details. There's her dress. Now for the boots. Now make sure that you draw the designs on the boots to match the direction that the foot is pointing. This foot is pointing to the left, so only the designs on the side will show. For this, the foot is facing forward, so only the designs on the front will show. And just because it is a Sonic character doesn't mean that the boot or shoe has to have a sock fold at the top. You can, but it's not necessary. Obviously, you can be as creative as you want. Oh, forgot. Little frilly thingy. Don't know what that's called, but so boots aren't rocks. They are cloth. So you want to put in folds where the foot would bend and where the cloth might fold up because of the pressure of standing on the boot. But don't add too much. I mean, it's not cloth, it's still a boot. So add any designs on the boots. Now for the other one, we're almost done, and I'm almost out of time. Hopefully I get to finish. I'll finish, obviously. Okay. And again, fold where the foot is bending. Only show a bit of the sole because her foot is not pointing, it is flat on the ground. So a bit of the sole of the shoe will show. There's the frontal design. And there, clothes are finished. Now for the hair. Now you'll see what I meant by long hair will be easier to draw. That way you can see where the clothes go, so you don't draw the hair where the clothes should be. And personally, I just find that it's much easier. And remember, although it is cartoony, hair is not completely solid, so try to add a bit of texture by those little triangles, make them various sizes, unless of course your character is a hedgehog or an echidna or any of the sort that has quills. Quills are stuck together and you can make them big triangles like Sonic or Amy's hairstyle. So there you have it. There's Nuna. And so this tutorial is not to show you how to draw a Sonic character. It is to give you tips. It is to show how I do it, to maybe help you develop your own style. Please, 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 please don't trace, don't recolor, don't steal people's styles. Be creative, make an awesome fan character, draw that fan character the best you can. Remember, there is no such thing as bad art, just different styles. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. Have a very great day, and have fun drawing.